Hello, everyone. TGI Friday. I'm here at the Fav Bistro up here on Murray Holiday Boulevard with my amazing friend Lavon. And I want to really acknowledge her. It's her birthday. This is my very first birthday interview ever. I'm so excited to be here with her and acknowledge her existence for being born. Also, it's Mother's Day weekend, and you're an amazing mother to your children, and I've seen some good things in your family. I just want to really honor and acknowledge you as a mother, and happy birthday right to your face, not just on Facebook or through a cell phone. I wanted to make it more personal for you as well. And now Lavon is special. In a good, not in a good, like this interview is different. This is literally going to be my very first interview that we are not going to post a link below it, because we are celebrating and honoring Lavon as a person, as a human. In our relationship over the last 6 years, we've connected through Diksha, like I connect a lot of people with, also taught with tides and different things like that. She recently had an amazing experience at a retreat with Sean Galloway, is that correct? In Hawaii, on one of the volcanoes that ironically erupted after she got off it, thank God. Did you want to talk a little bit about that experience?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thanks to you, Chris, because I feel honored to be doing this, and I think it's so beautiful, and I can't think of a better place for me to be on my birthday than sharing this time with you and doing this, other than I'm a little nervous. But it was I got to go to Kona, Hawaii, and swim with dolphins, which that was surreal in and of itself, to be able to go and swim with dolphins and to swim in the vibration of what the dolphins bring, the pod mentality of the dolphin, and we called our group a pod, and we, being in the water, it's so surreal looking at pictures even now to believe that you're swimming with dolphins, that my brain had no baseline for it. So it was amazing. I got to swim with a turtle, I got to swim with manta rays, but I did have an experience on the volcano where I was really able to shed some layers of my life, where I was really able to come undone, and whatever the energy was on that volcano, not having any idea it was going to erupt, but I let go of some pieces of my life that have been holding on for about 20 years. I let those go on the volcano, and I came home without pain that I've had for 20 years. So whatever it is about the power of Kona and the goddess Pela and what I surrendered on that volcano that day, it was really powerful for me, because I came home free of pain in my neck and shoulders that I've had for 20 years.
That's good. I'm really grateful to hear that experience, to lessen the pain physically, because that's not a comfortable experience to have. And we also talked a little bit about the time frame where your growth started, as far as your awareness of wanting to gain or get more knowledge of something outside of yourself, that or even going inside yourself and learn more and grow. And you said that was around the 1990s that started happening?
1994, yeah. That was, I call it the year of the great undoing. I left everything as I knew it, which was the good and bad news. I left my religion, I left my family, I left everything that I knew, and I was in an absolute, what I called just free falling into nothingness for 2 years, with no branches or anything that made any sense to me. But I knew that I felt like I'd become a robot, and life kind of ceased to have meaning, and I knew there had to be something more. And even though those 2 years were so painful, I look back on that now as the most important undoing of my life. It really allowed my life to begin again in a way that has given me life, has given me purpose and passion and connection with amazing people like you. So it was a long time ago, but that was the beginning.
Well, I always say, and I've said before to some individuals that I've talked with so far in the last week that of, I'm grateful for all the pain that you went through to get to where you're at now.
And you wouldn't say that at the time. It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
And I also get to use that as a baseline now when I'm going through something and I can tell it's another upheaval, to go, oh, well, look what I did before and look how it turned out. And it reminds me that not only do we always get to the other side of whatever feels insurmountable in that moment, but we have no vision. We have no vision in that moment. It has to become an absolute trust that we are going to get to the other side. And we don't even understand what the purpose is in that moment. And you look back and you're like, how many times now I'm like, oh wow, if I can do this, I can do anything. And I always, always get to the other side going, thank you. I am in so much gratitude.
I always use an analogy. It's like television pixels, to where there's like thousands of pixels, and one life experience is like one little pixel, but we can't see the whole television experience of what's happening as far as the big picture. And that's kind of how everything happens in my experiences with experiential growth partners and just spiritual growth partners. Like somebody cutting you off on the road is a spiritual growth partner. Different things like that, and health challenges and all sorts of stuff. And it's just one little pixel on the television, and then we have no idea what the bigger picture is. And the higher vibration, the higher consciousness we're able to have, the easier potentially we're going to flow through that experience or these experiences and stay into optimistic behaviors and thoughts and feelings to be able to move through it quicker and not attract any more of that, and then move on to something bigger and better.
And I think another important piece that I would like to add to that, because of the absolute judgment I have held with myself and that I know people do when we're going through something big that's a big challenge, we think we've done something wrong. And if we will embrace it and go, I'm gonna go into this 100%, learn the experience, come out the other side a better person, that challenge will take you from your shadow into the light side. You will come back into the light a better person. And I just think that's an important piece I'd like to share with people, is rather than feeling that we've done something wrong, see it as, oh wow, I'm being given a gift, that I get to grow from this so that I can move up into the light again, into a more beautiful place.
Yeah, but it does take a certain level of consciousness to even acknowledge that kind of thought process.
Well, and I'll tell you what, when I'm in the middle of my crap, oh, it's so hard to see. It's like dark every direction. It's quicksand. It's muck. It's absolute muck, and it's hard to hold that picture in that moment. It's almost impossible. Well, I'm grateful for my soul family and my family that will hold that for me when I can't.
Absolutely. I also want to acknowledge her beautiful hair. Blue highlights. Just barely, she came straight from getting her hair done.
My daughter pampered me, colored, cut, put these cute little extensions in my hair.
And I strategically placed her right below Buddha.
So I could feel sassy today below the Buddha. Yeah.
Well, I like to always honor Lee's time as well as yours on these videos. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to meet me and acknowledge our presence together.
I'm so honored. I'm so honored that you asked me, Chris. I'm really thrilled. Really, really thrilled.
Once again, wish Lavon.
See, we're loving on each other, because this is a treat for me to have one-on-one with Chris time. It's like a pure treat for me on my birthday.
Well, once again, thank you and happy birthday to Lavon. And would it be safe to say that we are friends in real life and not just on Facebook?
We are friends in real life, so much so that one of my birthday wishes is to get to go out and party with you, go dancing when you're feeling better, because I love my Chris time, yep.
Thank you so much, Lavon. I appreciate you. Namaste.
Namaste.